Alright, back from a brand new video, and we're going in with these types of reaction videos. Basically, the video is called "Innocent 50-year-old who was killed, was hunted, and killed by a gang." Man, let's see what this talking about. We gonna be talking about this. Let's get into it. Yeah, we gonna hold the reaction videos. We're not doing no more music video reaction. We're not doing none of that because these copyright claims get on my nerves. But let's get into it. Okay.
Take the life of another always claim they have a reason to do so, whether it be self-defense or to cash in on a life insurance policy. The case we're looking at today...
Oh, that's crazy. Like, that's straight facts, bro. Like, if you got a wife or a husband, they'll kill you over money, bro. Like, there's people out there that really kill you over money. You know you got to have the money in your bank account. You got like probably $5 grand, $200K, $500K, $100K, maybe $1 million you've been saving, nobody knows about it. Niggas will go on your insurance, nigga, kill you, and take your money. Like, that's how it really is. That shit is crazy.
Today isn't like that. Lisandro Guzman Feliz was just a teen.
Oh, shit. I remember that story.
When his life was violently robbed from him by a notorious gang in the Bronx. Why? They thought he was someone else. A case of mistaken identity.
That's crazy.
Let's dive in. Lisandro was known as Junior by his friends and neighbors and was by all accounts a sweet kid. Born November 11th, 2002, he was raised in the Bronx by his mom Leandra and his dad.
We got some massive decent information right now. He don't seem like a bad kid. He doesn't look like a bad kid at all. This is crazy.
Lisandro, both of whom were Dominican. He also had an older sister called Genesis and a brother called Manuel. Growing up, Junior wanted to be a detective and took his ambition pretty seriously. He was even a part of the NYPD Explorers
That nigga was getting that money too, I guarantee you.
Program, which gives teens a head start in learning to become officers and detectives. He also loved baseball, and his favorite team was the New York Yankees. So what happened to put this seemingly normal teen in the firing line? Well, unfortunately, the neighborhood that Junior grew up in had a long history of gang-related issues. One of the most notorious gangs was the Trinatios. The Trinatios was founded...
Never heard no shit like that before. I never heard no gang like that before. Let's see what she got to say, though. This just sound interesting. I say I gonna cap.
In 1993 by two Hispanic inmates at Rikers Island. They gained so much notoriety on...
I got hell of Rikers Island. I think my dad was talking about Rikers Island before. I said dangerous.
The inside that they spread onto the streets of New York and New Jersey, establishing themselves as one of the most organized and aggressive gangs on the East Coast. Although he wasn't a member of the gang, Junior knew a couple of the people who were, and sometimes hung out in their well-known gathering spots. That was what led to the unfortunate events that took place on June...
See, this is why you don't hang out with these type of fucking people. But I know he probably knew them or something, but this type of stuff, man, you don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. Something mistaken you for who you are. Yo, that's...
20th, 2018. Just after 10 p.m., Junior told his mom that he was going to hang out with a friend for a little while down the street. The two met up just a couple blocks away and hung out on the curb for a while, talking and listening to music. At around 11:30, he decided to leave and started heading in the direction of his home, but kept going, heading towards Adams Place, a street known as a hot...
See, this is why you don't walk alone, bro. Like, when you by yourself, you gotta have a couple of homies with you, man. Like, I'm just thinking right now. But he's alone by himself. Like he said, see, he was alone. But I feel like, if he had a couple of homies, whatever was about to happen, the situation wouldn't happen at all. It wasn't... We're gonna see. Let's see real quick.
Spot for the Trianados activity. He texted a friend who was already there, who told him not to come as it was late, and it might not be safe for them to hang out there. As this happened, 4 cars...
Listen, if one of your friends say don't go out, and it's too dangerous out there, don't go out. But it happens, you know what I'm saying?
Slowly pulled up along the street, and everyone hanging out there quickly went inside to avoid confrontation. However, as the cars passed the area, they crossed paths with Junior and started yelling at him from their vehicles. Scared and confused, Junior...
He's scared. Like she said, he was scared and confused. Like, what the fuck going on? If I have people texting at me like I'm speeding, like, real talk. And my question is, why nobody's not doing nothing? Why everybody just sitting right there and not doing nothing? You see the boy running, you see other niggas out there chasing up. What are y'all doing? This nigga, you a guy. You a guy. Nigga right there, man right there. Y'all could have done something. The ladies too. Y'all ain't innocent. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy, bro. How y'all just sat there and not do nothing.
Junior started running from the cars at first like he was running home, but then took a detour and ran into a nearby bodega for refuge. Footage from the bodega's surveillance cameras captured the next few horrifying minutes. Junior was seen running into the store and trying...
Bro, let me tell you something, man. Clearly he's in danger. He's in serious danger. I know he might not be aware of that, but he's in serious danger, bro. Serious danger. And you push him out. Like, you push him out. Like, if you see somebody like that, let me tell you something, man. If I see something like somebody panicking and you see their face in danger or some type of shit, save them, nigga. Lock the door, do something. That's crazy, bro. That just blows my mind. See, he trying to hide, like she said, running into the store and trying to hide behind the counter.
Trying to hide behind the counter, aware that the gang was hot on his heels. However, the owner tried to stop
how many people, they got 1, 2, 3, 4 sitting there.
Him from getting behind the counter.
Why would you stop him, though? He probably was
understandably confused and concerned by the situation.
If you was concerned about the situation, you want to save the boy and let him be, keep him back there, and he would say, could have locked the door first, could have locked the fucking door first, and they called woo. This is crazy.
As he got behind the counter, one of the men in the cars came into the store and saw Junior attempting to hide. He called in the rest of his assailants, and they all rushed in, beating Junior before dragging him outside. There's more footage.
Y'all dragging a 15-year-old kid out the store, and y'all grown men. In fact, they're probably teenagers, but still grown men, like 20-something years old, fucking with a mistaken identity. That's just crazy.
Of what happened outside the bodega, but honestly, and I mean this truly, it's some of the most disturbing footage I've ever seen. Pretty much all you need to know is that at least 5 of the gang members had blades, and they used them.
What do y'all need all them blades for, bro? Like, that's some, let's keep it real, that's some pussy shit right there, bro. You got, I saw a machete in there. I seen the video, but I seen they got machetes, they got knives and shit. Like, this is a 15-year-old kid I'm mistaken of. I'm saying, I don't even know who he is. That's ridiculous, bro. Like, that's...
in their attack on Junior. The injury that ended his life was a stab wound to the neck, but it didn't kill him straight away. Somehow, after that horrifying attack, he managed to stumble back into the bodega and ask the owner for help. However, instead of helping the injured teen, the owner sent him away.
See, this is what pisses me off, the fact that if you see somebody that's fucking badly injured, my guy, call the cops. Why ain't you call the cops? Why don't you call the ambulance? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you messed up on. You see a 15-year-old boy that is injured. He comes to you for help, and you don't even help the boy. He's 15 years old. You saw the commotion that was going on. You ain't do shit about that. You sent him back away. You let this man drag him across the room. Like, I can say he probably wasn't feared for his life, but I can understand, but at the same time, bro, you're wrong.
And that's a decision he says he regrets to this day. After being made to leave the store, Junior mentioned to someone across the street to call the cops before taking off and running towards a nearby hospital, St. Barnabas. By the time he got there, it was obvious he was fading fast, and cell phone footage captured the teen collapsing on the steps of the hospital. He was recognized by others in the area who tried to help and comfort him as he passed away.
First of all, the people that was sitting there ain't help. The man ain't help. Nobody helped him. Not unless somebody attempted not unless after the situation, the probably see the stab to his wound, probably bleed out, and he said, call the cops. Yes, that's when everybody, maybe some people in that area didn't know what was going on. Some people probably was confused what was going on, probably wasn't even paying attention. Though other people probably helped it really good. But the other motherfuckers, I give the blame to. Any nigga in the store, I don't care.
away from blood loss. The person filming also captured 2 police officers who literally stood.
See, it's why I hate about cops, my nigga. Y'all call yourself, y'all supposed to protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. You're not protecting and serving by just sitting there and not doing nothing. This is what I hate about cops, bro. I'm keeping it real. This is what I hate about cops. What are y'all doing? And both of them should be fired. Literally fired. Off the charts. Lose their job. You see, a 15-year-old boy bleeding out. He stumbled. Fell. He bleeding out to death. And y'all motherfuckers this, that, did. And not do nothing about it. This pisses me off 100%. Literally. Stood aside this man and did nothing for him, bro. That's ridiculous. That's a fire job right there. Fired. Instantly. I don't care.
Stood to the side and did nothing for Junior. The officers were later placed under investigation for their actions, or lack thereof. The worst part about
shit pisses me off.
Stop spending so much on Apple.
About this is that even though he was injured so many times, it was just the injury to his neck that contributed to his passing. Also, if someone had provided medical attention soon and he hadn't been made to run to the hospital.
Straight facts. I heard when you're really injured, when you losing blood, you got blood coming out of your neck and you stab somewhere, you're losing a lot of blood. You're not supposed to run. Because the more you run, the more your heart keep pumping, the most likely you're gonna die faster. So if you ever injured or somebody stabbing your neck, don't run. You know what I'm saying? Walk, do something. Just walk it off. Try to walk it off. And if you're really bad, try to walk it off. Or put pressure on it. You know what I'm saying? So you won't lose any blood. Never run. But all he was doing is running for his life. You know, he probably wasn't thinking really, but he was running for his life. He was in fear for his life. So I can understand that. But if somebody would have called the cops, kept him in the building, kept him in the store, none of this shit would happen. It's insane. He's 15. He was a 15-year-old boy. Innocent.
It's possible he would have survived, according to the medical examiner who did his autopsy. So, what happened next? Well, pretty much as soon as the news of Junior's murder started to spread, the gang responsible knew they were in trouble. The leader of the gang texted Genesis's boyfriend, Derek Grulin, and apologized for what happened to Junior. He claimed that Junior had been a case of mistaken identity, and a hit had been ordered on a guy that unfortunately looked...
I don't really care, honestly. I still did what I did.
Just like him. According to reports, the alleged target had a leaked, explicit video that he had made with a woman related to one of the gang members, and the disrespect was enough to put a target on his head. In response to the situation, the leader claimed he kicked all the men involved in Junior's murder.
I know, just niggas not crying. Why are you crying, bro? You did what you did. You was involved in it. You did what you did. You killed that little boy. You killed that 15-year-old kid. And this nigga crying. This nigga... Enjoy jail, bud. No, prison, buddy.
Out of the gang and apologized to his family. I mean, that's great and all, but maybe just don't kill people and stuff like this would never happen in the first place. The hashtag Justice for Junior was created, and that helped lead the police to their wanted killers. Footage of the attack was posted online, and people were quick to send their tips to the police, who were able to arrest the wanted man in just a few days. In total, 14 people were arrested in connection to the case. 14! Can you believe that? What a crazy number of people. Although it's important to note that not all of these people were accused of killing Junior. Some of them may have been in cars while this was taking place, and others may have known this was going to happen. 5 of those men were found guilty of first-degree homicide. The man who delivered the killing blow, John Yankee Martinez Estrella, was sentenced to life behind bars without the possibility.
Oh, it's over. Your life is over. That still ain't do nothing, though.
Of
he killed a 15-year-old boy. He should he should get lethal rejection or die by the chair.
4 others were sentenced to at least 20 years behind bars and were all incarcerated on Rikers Island. According to the reports, the 4 men were so hated by other inmates that they had to be isolated for their own protection. In December 2018, the youngest of the gang to be convicted, Manuel Rivera, was actually attacked by another inmate, but survived the ordeal. Junior's funeral was attended by thousands of people, including celebrities who wanted to pay their respects, like Cardi B, who also donated $8,000 to a GoFundMe account helped to set up the family. Some of those in attendance also wore Yankees jerseys, as they were Junior's favorite baseball team. Hundreds of members of the NYPD were also in attendance, and to honor Junior's memory, they created a scholarship in his name. Although this didn't bring about the end of gang violence, it definitely brought the issue to the forefront of discussions. The public wasn't just outraged by the actions of the gang, but those who witnessed the attack too, and how they didn't do enough
Exactly, they ain't do shit
to help Junior when his life could have been saved. As well as the 2 cops who stood by as Junior lay bleeding outside the hospital, the owner of the bodega got a lot of backlash from the community too. He was criticized for not doing more to keep the gang away from Junior when they came for him, and for turning him away when he clearly needed medical attention.
Exactly, man. Yo, you cops deserve to be fired for life. None of y'all should be able to become a police officer anymore. Never in your life again. Any police officer who stand there and do something like that, that's ridiculous.
A mural in memory of Junior was created outside the bodega, and there were calls for the owner to close his business. During the case, the owner's mom actually passed away too from a heart attack after seeing the footage of what happened that night. Things got so bad, the owner even considered harming himself, but has since sought psychological help. As for Junior's family, things have obviously been awful for them as they've tried to recover from the loss of their son and brother. His mom, Leandra, has become an advocate for ending
His brother too?
violent acts. In 2019, she endorsed Junior's Law, which would provide business owners with panic buttons that the state would pay for. These buttons would make it easy for shopkeepers, especially, to alert the police if they're in need of help, and she believes if the bodega owner had had one, Junior would have survived that night.
They killed my son, but now we have to protect our future kid.
It's so amazing that despite the loss she suffered, Junior's mom is fighting to change the world so that no more mothers have to go through what she did. That brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think of this?
That shit deep. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button. Me coming up with videos, man. And you gotta be no cap.